Welcome back to the Two Man Advantage podcast. I'm your host, Darren DeCarlo, along with Mr. Kevin McShann and Mr. Nick Diesel.
Hey, what's going
We're
on?
here. We're talking some NBA basketball and those red hot, I repeat, red hot Toronto Raptors.
Wow.
Eastern Conference leading Toronto Raptors.
I think
Good
NBA
basketball.
leading. Aren't they right up there on top of
They
the league?
got to be up there, you know. But
12-2.
But let's focus them on the East and how pathetic the East is. and
Who's going to beat the Raptors? Chicago?
Chicago, maybe? No, but the Raptors have been playing unbelievable basketball. Now, I don't know if they're just, everything's clicking right now and everyone's like, well, we'll wait till
Kyle
they hit.
Lowry's amazing.
Yeah, but just what everyone's saying, like, well, wait till they hit a slump. But I think this team is for real. I think that playoff experience last year and those same core group of guys that are still here.
They're hungry.
They're hungry and they want more. They want that playoff series victory. And I think it's going to be an exciting year for Toronto basketball fans.
Kevin,
Well, I think Dwayne Casey's done a great job with that team.
he's a great coach.
They
He's
play
good.
an
He's really
exciting brand of basketball, and they're actually playing defense in Toronto this year. They're in the top 10 in the NBA in defensive field goal percentage. So when you play defense, you get to go out on fast breaks, and they're a fast-breaking team. And I do think them resigning Kyle Lowry this offseason was big because he sort of is the straw that stirs the camel's drink for them. But they're getting a lot of production out of their bench, and it's good also for the region of Toronto and to get Canadians invested into basketball again.
Now, I think the Toronto Raptors really have something special. They have that young Valanciunas kid, and he's really been playing well. Defensively, he seems to be a lot smarter this year, getting back to, protect the hole. He seems to be getting underneath the net, pulling down offensive rebounds. He seems to be distributing the ball well and even stepping back and taking some shots. Where do you think Valanciunas can go, and how good do you think this team can be? And is it really on him, or is it on the other guys like DeRozan and Laurie, like you've asked? Darren.
Is it really just on some certain players? No, I think it's a whole team, and just if those players don't have a great night, the other people off the bench, like the Patrick Pattersons of the team, will come up and step it up. It's that whole next man up mentality, and that's what the Raptors have, which I know the Pistons would just love to have at this point because that team that plays here, they got that D and they play in that Palace.
They haven't been
relevant
basketball team since 2004. But go ahead, sorry.
And they haven't been relevant in the last 5 years.
I think like 3,000
they
people
had that
go
whole
to see them.
going to work mantra.
Going to work.
Yeah. And currently,
We lose basketball games.
and currently they have the longest amount of seasons without making the playoffs. So good for them.
Lovely. Anyway, Kevin, tell me a little bit about Valanciunas since I started making a little love affair there.
In order for the Raptors to do anything in the playoffs, obviously their interior players are going to have to be big, and Valanciunas is off to a solid start this season. He's playing well, certainly on defense, and as long as you play defense in the NBA or in any league, it travels and it makes sure that you win games. So one thing the Raptors have done is they've done a good job of developing depth on their team. So if they're getting a lull from their starters, their bench can sort of come in and give them a lift. But getting back to Valanciunas as a whole, he's off to a good start in order for them to continue on their consistent playing ways. He's got to continue what he's doing.
Now, I got one more last question about Valanciunas, and then we're going to wrap it up and we're going to move on. Do you really think that Valanciunas has the ability to make everybody else on that team better just because of the position he plays? Now, we've touched on, obviously, DeRozan and Lowry and the superstars, right? But, I mean, if Valanciunas can bring his game to where it is now and actually sustain that level of play, can they be better than we really think they can? Can DeRozan take it to the next level because you have that presence down low is what I'm getting to.
Well, I think leadership is a big thing, and I think that every team needs a grinder, and I think for the Raptors' sake, Valanciunas fills that role. But as Darren said earlier, players like Patrick Patterson and DeRozan and some of their other depth pieces this year will help the Raptors certainly in the playoffs if they can get consistent play out of their bench. As we said at the beginning of the segment, the Eastern Conference is terrible. I mean, Cleveland, you would consider them to get up there once they find their footing. Washington's a good team, and then you've got Brooklyn, and then Chicago. So
Miami.
Well, Miami will fit somewhere in the middle this year without LeBron. I don't think that nearly as a dangerous team. So I would expect the Raptors to actually stay between the first to third seed in the East and the Eastern Conference. It's either the win in the Eastern Conference playoffs and the Western Conference playoffs. So I know it's early. They've only played 14 games, but they certainly look good out of the game.
I would agree with that. So stick with us. We're right back with some Two Man Advantage podcast. Check us out on 2MApodcast.com.